Let me say this, man. You know, Gary Johnson. So, people are asking me about Gary Johnson. I'll do political videos, and I saw someone post Gary Johnson, 2016. Gary Johnson, Gary Johnson, right? Does Gary Johnson stand a shot? Does the Libertarian Party stand a shot in winning the presidency in 2016? Well, today I saw Gary Johnson on CNN while I was working. It was the funniest thing ever, right? All day, like CNN is on all day, like 24/7, right? Like if they have anything, it's time, right? They have a lot of time on their hand. Okay, some of the most ridiculous, pointless news, 99% of the time, right? Wall to wall coverage of the same Donald Trump quote, right? Like it's just insane. Gary Johnson gets on TV because he was polling at 11%, and it just made me laugh, man. Like the anchor's like, all right, I'm gonna give you 1 minute to introduce yourself and tell me all about what you represent and why you're running for president. You got 1 minute, like God, in 1 minute. This video's already been over a minute. Like he had less time than me right now. I'm just and she asked him a couple more questions, but the interview was maybe 34 minutes. I didn't time it or anything, but it felt about that long. Um, what a joke, man! This is the guy polling at 11%. He's only 4% away from polling high enough to get on the debate stage before the election. I'm talking about the main election, not the primaries, the main election. Shit's fucking crazy. Like, are you kidding me? Now, and this isn't a hypothetical matchup against Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. So let me say this. In a hypothetical matchup, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Gary Johnson, right? So the neocon, the narcissist, you know, or the libertarian. Hell yeah, I'm going to pick the libertarian. That's not even a hard choice, right? Period. As in that with those three, yes, I would pick Gary Johnson. Why? But why? Like, do you agree with that? Are you libertarian? No, I'm not. But I agree with libertarians on a lot of issues, right? I agree with them on a lot of issues, right? So Gary Johnson was on TV today. Well, what's one thing that he mentioned? And he said, you know, we got to stop bombing people, man. We got to stop killing people on this side of the world that has unintended consequences. Now, Gary Johnson was a little too kind. Look. This is just, it's not verbatim, right? I'm just paraphrasing what he said, by the way. But so don't take everything I'm saying, you know. But all I'm saying is the military-industrial complex. It's not about unintended consequences. They know what they're doing, right? They know what they're doing. So yeah, when libertarians say we don't want to bomb people on the other side of the world and murder people and police the world and all this shit, yeah, I agree with them. Of course, hell yeah, I agree with them. Right? What else? I don't agree. In economics, I don't agree with everything libertarians believe, and I think they're kind of delusional about some things, you know, but we could debate that when the time comes. But compared to Trump or Hillary, yeah, I'll rather pick a libertarian. But one thing I agree with them in many aspects is corporate welfare. Okay, I fucking hate corporate welfare. So, yeah, I all day, every day, yeah. Okay, what else? Social issues. They're very liberal on social issues. Libertarians are very, you know, live and let live. And if it doesn't impact other people, all right, we should stay out of other people's lives, right? They're very liberal on social issues, right? And they're more conservative, like real conservative, okay? Not the Republican quote unquote conservative, right? On economic issues. So yeah, I would vote for Gary Johnson over Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump every day. And it's looking like there's a real good chance that's going to be the matchup we're going to see anyway. And everybody's talking Hillary Trump, who's going to win, who's going to win. Like, look, no one wants Gary Johnson to run for president, you know, less than, you know, the Republicans do. Republicans do not want him on there because if Gary Johnson runs and he gets on the debate stage and, you know, gets about 20, 30% of votes out there, holy shit, yeah, the Republicans are done. The Republicans will lose, right? But not only do I believe that Gary Johnson can make an impact, and I'm not just saying all he could do is cost the Republicans the race. That's not all I'm saying. Like, I honestly believe he could win this race. This is a very strange year, and him pointing at 11%. I'm telling you, right? He's getting no coverage. Like, it's just to put in perspective. He's polling at 11% nationwide. This is amongst all voters. Jeb Bush spent $80 billion, and he was polling at 5% in Republican polls. Not amongst all Americans, amongst Republicans. So think about that. Put that in perspective. So yeah, I think Gary Johnson stands a shot. I honestly do. Now, first and foremost, he has to get on the debate stage. If he gets on the debate stage, I could totally see a shitload of people voting for him, saying, out of these three options, I like that guy. I could totally see that. Okay? So, first of all, Republicans are not going to want him on the stage, and Democrats are. Because the perception is he's going to take votes from Republicans. And it's actually true. Gary Johnson's 11% polling is having an effect on the Republican ticket. Okay, and if you look at the polling, you can kind of see that. And as it grows, sure, he's going to take votes from both, but he's going to take more votes from Republicans, right? Just because of the ideological aspect of it, right, and where they kind of stand. Even though libertarians are socially liberal, which that's why I say it could impact both to a certain degree. So yeah, this is what I could envision. If Gary Johnson starts polling at 11%, which is not that far off from right now, the media's going to be forced to talk about him more. And I could totally see a scenario where Democrats are like, hell yeah. They're going to start pushing for this guy to be more into the race because it's going to have a profound impact, right, on Donald Trump, right? And not only that, okay, I could see Republicans pushing for it because they don't want Donald Trump elected either. Okay, so this is the year for the libertarians. Like if libertarians ever had a year, this is the year, right? This is it. And this is not coming from somebody that's a huge libertarian. That's not me. But I'm telling you that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying. This is the year. And if he gets on that debate stage, I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to resonate with that. Is that going to get rid of the Republican ticket and the chances? Absolutely. Right? So a lot of conservatives are going to be against it. Like, no, if he gets on, Hillary's going to win. And but I'm telling you, not only do I think he cost the Republicans the election where it'll help the Democrats win, no, like I think he could win. Like I think he could, honestly, I think he could win. I think he could take the whole thing. Call me crazy, I honestly do. I think he can win. All right, so we'll see. I know it's an uphill battle, right? It is an uphill battle. But at the very least, he could make an impact, man. Like it's time to get out of this two-party system. It's not working. It's this Congress, the Senate, they get nothing done. It's a fucking joke. They're bought out by special interests. So if there was ever a year, this is the year. Peace.